I worked as a flight attendant for a few years after I decided to take an extended sabbatical from college. During that time, there were a handful of let's not meet situations I encountered, but one in particular still makes my skin crawl more than any other. I was born and raised in Texas, but had moved to New York when I was 21. So when I found out at the beginning of a week-long trip that I'd have a couple of overnights in Austin, I was super excited to go to my home state for a few days. My brother lived just north of the city, and we planned to hang out and go to dinner the night I arrived when he got off work, and the following day we were going to meet up with our dad who lived about an hour away. I got to the hotel downtown, the crew and I checked in, and then we each headed off to our rooms. After a short elevator ride, I got to mine and I let myself in. Not even 5 minutes later, there was a loud, hard knock on the door. It was only around 1 or 2 p.m., and I had called neither my dad nor my brother to let them know I was in town yet, so they wouldn't know what room I was staying in. I assumed it was maybe one of my crewmates, so I headed towards the door. Before even making it to the door, however, a loud male voice on the other side boomed.
"The front desk sent me about the bathroom problem you called in."
Before trying to open the door.
"Unlock the door and open up, miss. I need in, now."
I froze in my tracks. I hadn't even been in the bathroom yet, let alone called anything to the front desk. I'm a petite chick, and while I take no shit from anyone despite my size, I still erred on the side of caution. I slowly inched toward the door to look out the peephole, and all I could tell was that the man on the other side was at least 6 feet tall and easily over double my weight. No way in hell was I going to unlock the door. I responded to the guy, telling him he must have the wrong room. He continued pounding on the door while constantly turning the handle, telling me no, that he needed in and was getting in the room one way or another. I panicked, but thankfully I had the sense to grab the phone and call the front desk. The concierge confirmed that they had neither sent anyone up to my room nor had they received a call about the bathroom. The entire time, this fucking guy was determined to get into my room, pounding and yelling. Lucky for me, the front desk had dispatched security to my floor. When the security officers stepped off the elevator a few seconds later, I could hear them in the hall approach and ask the guy who he was and what he was doing, and tell him he needed to leave the hotel. He immediately gets hostile and aggressive toward them, and the front desk clerk I'm still on the phone with tells me the police have been called and are on their way. Meanwhile, I'm trapped in my room, scared shitless. Long story short, the cops showed up pretty quickly and managed to arrest the guy for trespassing and criminal menacing or some shit. I later found out that the guy was also wanted in connection to a string of break-ins and violent sexual assaults in Austin. He had seen and stalked me from the minute I entered the hotel lobby. Apparently, I was exactly his type of victim. Nothing else happened after that, but it still rattled the fuck out of me for the rest of my stay in that hotel. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a true scary story that you would like featured in one of our videos, send us an email at themidnightfoxofficial@gmail.com. Our contact information will be in the description below. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure that you don't miss out when we post new content.